Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another video today. This is the fourth one. We are here to watch Thor: Love and Thunder. I could have sworn this was coming to Disney Plus tomorrow, the 9th, but I guess it came today on the 8th on Disney Plus Day. I don't know anything that happens in this movie, but I have seen a lot of opinions about it on Twitter. Specifically, again, I haven't had anything spoiled or anything like that. I think going in, I generally know that this is more of like a romantic comedy almost than a traditional like Marvel or Thor film. I've heard that it's very funny, but I've also heard from a lot of people that it's not funny. I think this movie is, from what I've seen on Twitter, it is very polarizing in terms of your opinions of it. You either really enjoyed it and thought it was really, really funny and an enjoyable time, or I've seen a lot of people just absolutely hate this film. I've also seen that Taika Waititi will not be coming back to direct the next Thor film, so I can assume that Thor lives to the end of this movie. Because if he didn't, I don't know if there would be a next Thor movie, unless they have Jane take over, maybe? I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people upset with particularly Taika Waititi in general, and kind of his like laissez-faire, just kind of like don't care attitude towards this film, seemingly. You know, I've seen a lot of people say that he didn't put any effort in and kind of phoned it in. And are upset about the way that he treated Thor, I guess, in this movie, and made him kind of a joke. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going into this movie open-minded and optimistic, because I've seen people say, like people that I trust, their opinions online that I trust, that they're like, hey, I liked this film more than I liked Doctor Strange, like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was fun. So if those people think that this movie is better than that one, I will probably end up enjoying this movie. I find comedies funny. I also don't enjoy the people that take things too seriously, like the people that are so mad that maybe they made Thor a comedic character. I mean, I think I would prefer him to be more like lean back more towards his like Infinity War self, or like his Ragnarok and Infinity War, I think was like the perfect description and portrayal of Thor. So if they could lean towards that, I'd be pretty prime. I obviously don't want him to become a complete comedy, but I'm people who are against any like comedic element in general are so dumb. So I've seen various opinions of this movie, that people either love it, really enjoy it, or people don't like it. I've also heard that this is a somewhat emotional movie, and there are parts of it that really pull on your heartstrings. So I'm looking forward to that. If you've been around the channel for a while, I'm not a dude who cries a ton, but when things are like emotional, I am not opposed to letting that show. Like I'm definitely not a guy who's like, when I get emotional, I don't let it show on camera. Like if I get emotional, I'll get emotional. It doesn't happen often, but it when it happens, it hits like a truck, boy. So I'm personally excited to see this movie. So before we jump into this movie, because it's friggin' 2 hours long, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It helps my channel out a ton, helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here, or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more Marvel related content. We're watching She-Hulk right now on the channel, and I am planning to watch everything Marvel that comes out going forward. I think the only thing I didn't react to on the channel was the I Am Groot shorts, just because they were so short and it didn't really feel worth my time to to make videos about it. But pretty much everything else going forward Marvel, I will be checking out. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, let's jump into Thor, Love and Thunder. Christian Bale. I've heard he's really good in the movie, so that's exciting.
Oh, great and mighty Emperor, I pray to you for order, sustenance. I pray to you not for me, but for my daughter.
Oh, do they not make it? Is this why he hates the gods? Because he prays to the gods for health and protection, and it doesn't work? They ignore him? Oh, dang, that's a bummer. I was gonna say, if it starts raining after his kid dies, that's awful. Who is calling to him? What did he just cut himself on?
Ah, what do we have here? Look at it. It's gobbling up all my fruit.
Who are you? Who's that? What's that dead thing next to you? Is that Rapu, the god? Oh, damn. He prayed to you. Yo. So this dude actually exists. This guy actually exists, and he just ignored them.
We just vanquished the holder of the Necro Sword before he could harm any other gods with that cursed blade.
Oh.
My daughter died. In your name.
And well you should. Suffering for your gods is your only purpose. There's nothing for you after
Wow.
death.
I renounce you.
Oh, the sword was calling to him. So is this sword like sentient?
Go to eternity.
Dang, he stabbed him in the neck. Oh, now he's a pale white.
The sword chose you. You are now cursed.
Ooh.
All gods will die.
Dang, son. What a start. Enya? Who can say?
Another time, he loved a wolf woman on a woman wolf.
Wow.
Thor's one true love was an earth woman named Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda.
But sadly, in the battle for love, Thor lost. In fact, he lost a lot of people in those days.
Yeah, facts, bruh.
And that guy, and whoever that is, and Heimdall, and his brother.
The Warriors
And
3.
again.
Oh, the Warriors 3 and Loki's Death 3.
He teamed up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He got in shape. And never skipping leg
Yeah,
day
never skip leg day, baby.
to God bod. But beneath his God bod, there was still a sad bod just
Yeah.
trying to get out.
You just gotta get more muscles. Hide it.
We need your help to win this battle. Let's go.
Come on, Stormbreaker. Back to work.
It planted. His axe grew roots.
See you down there. Hurry up!
Oh, no way that works.
The odds may be against us, but I'll tell you this for free.
Here it comes.
This
Tell you this for free.
ends here and now!
Woohoo. Ooh, look at that. Look at that shot. Look at these like owl people. Make you bleed. God, he's just wrecking them. Jeez, he's kind of OP. Okay, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh my God.
He's not trying to go into the temple, is it? No.
Oh, he's gonna destroy the temple. Yep, it's gonna blow up.
We use our hearts and our minds to defeat the enemy.
Yeah.
With minimal loss or damage.
Yep, totally minimal loss and no damage at all happened there. Yeah, don't.
Classic Thor adventure.
Classic. Hurrah! Just ignore it. Just ignore that broken building behind him. It's fine. Oh, this is not a classic Thor adventure. Jane's got cancer.
You told anyone else besides me?
When people find out, they start acting weird. They're just different. I don't need that in my life right now. Anyway, it's not that serious.
Jane, it's
I mean,
stage 4.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
I'm afraid the chemo has very little effect. I'm so sorry, Jane.
She's just gonna steal it. Great health. Worth a shot. Hey. Infinity cones. Jesus.
It is you, and now it is time
Is that the,
for me to
what's his name from Jurassic Park?
Lucy, it's happening. I'm disappearing.
Just crawls away.
Transform!
Transform! Thinking goddamn Power Rangers. Melissa McCarthy.
Mjolnir!
Mjolnir. What a wonderful play. That's the entirety of it? Figured that would have been like Act 1. Okay. So how are you gonna... Is it just gonna come to you? Okay, that's convenient. Because like, otherwise what was her plan? With all those guards there.
God of disaster.
God of disaster?
In return for your service, please accept these gifts. As is tradition, the protectors of our world are bestowed with great feasts.
Screaming goats.
Don't forget the goats, which you accepted and now must take with you.
You have to take them. I wouldn't want them. They just keep screaming.
Kraglin! You been here this whole time?
Yeah, you said to stay with the ship. This is Glenda. We're married.
You can't get married on every single planet we land on.
I am Groot.
Has he done that multiple times?
Here we go. Distress calls.
Please help us. The God Butcher has found us.
God Butcher?
He left them hanging. It's a warning.
Look at all of these gods murdered.
Wow.
Thor, where are you?
Sif?
We need you here.
My friend is in danger. We must go at once.
After thousands of years of living, you don't seem to know who the hell you are. I've been lost before. Then I found meaning. I found love. And yeah, I got taken from me, and God, that hurts. But that shitty feeling is better than feeling empty.
Is it? Is it though?
You answer the other calls. The galaxy needs its guardians.
Cool, yeah, we were just leaving.
I know it hurts. It's better this way. You have to trust me. To ease the pain, why don't you,
I
take
kind
this ship
of,
here as a
I
parting
like
farewell gift.
Star-Lord with the extra facial hair. I was never the biggest sign of his sideburns.
Get up your frickin' crazy ex.
Crazy X.
Sif, it's me, Thor.
Odin's son,
You're missing an arm.
Oi!
the God Butcher, is coming. He seeks the extinction of the gods. Asgard is next.
Asgard's already gone. And I think Thor's really the only god left of Asgard. What is he doing? Oh, okay. Gang, gang. Valkyrie is already here.
Take Sif to the infirmary.
Okay, so this is... yeah, Tonsberg. New Asgard. It's the sand of Mjolnir. Yeah!
Mjolnir, it's me, Thor. Have you seen my hammer? Mjolnir, here, boy.
It's like a... calling a dog. Ooh.
Mjolnir.
You're back, boy.
You're back.
Not quite. Not quite, buddy. There she is. She can like shoot it like a gun. That's crazy.
Excuse me.
That's rad.
Hey.
Jane?
It's like, what? That's so cute.
She's incredible, isn't she, Mjolnir?
What is on her?
Promise me you'll always protect her.
Oh, that's why she can... that's why she can lift the hammer. That makes sense.
The space between them grew and grew until it became too wide to bear.
They just drifted apart.
How?
Can we talk about this later?
Yeah, sure.
Great seeing you.
Great seeing you. Classic line when it was just okay to see someone. There it is. Gorr the God Butcher. Ooh. Oh, jeez. That's spooky. Dang, he can like teleport. He's not ready to face Thor yet. Probably be a struggle to take all three of them at once at this point.
The children! They're taking the children!
Oh, he's just kidnapping children.
Detailed accounts from all the witnesses. Daryl, get me all the names of the children who've been...
Daryl!
Your Majesty.
From the... He's from the short with him and Thor.
What you up to, bro?
Let's try to take it back.
No. Mjolnir.
Stormbreaker's like, excuse me, what are you doing?
Asgard!
Ooh, he still has that level of command.
I'm sorry, Meek. It's very hard to give a rousing speech with the noise. What are you doing?
She's taking minutes.
Well, precious minutes we don't have. Want the kids back?
There's some layers to that joke. Taking minutes essentially means taking notes.
He also wields a necro sword. How do I know that? Because he almost speared me in the face with it.
What's a necro sword?
It's an ancient weapon that's been passed through hands since the dawn of time. It has the ability to slay gods. It slowly corrupts and kills whoever wields it, which means...
Oh, so it infected
It's
him.
infected.
So basically, we're up against a curse, shadow, zombie, kidnapper. Awesome. When do we leave?
So, hello, random boy. That's Heimdall's son. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, kids?
How's it going? Look where we are. We're in a cage made of spikes.
Yeah, that's rough. That's, yeah, not a good time. What is this weird place?
I know where you are. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Oh, he knows where the spot is? I wonder if there's... Is Gorr and his necrosword curse gonna be like a metaphorical connection with Jane and her cancer?
So how did you guys get together? How did this happen?
I swear I heard Mjolnir call to me.
It's like a new relationship. He can still pick it up though. He is still worthy.
What? We were just talking.
Stormbreaker, its own entity. Oh, this is okay. Yep.
Don't be afraid.
Oh. Oh, did her mom have cancer too? Elaine Foster. So it's runs in the family. I do remember this from the comics. It's like pretty much every time she turns into Thor, like the power of the gods kind of burns through the chemo and makes her worse than before.
We will return with children. Many children. And then we shall feast. Not on the children. Do not do that anymore.
Anymore?
Shameful times. Okay, we should go.
They used to feast on the children? What? Are we gonna just ignore that part?
So, you still rollerblading?
No. You?
Oh, what's the thing you guys did together?
Never fade. Right, Cog?
Skate mates for life.
Skate mates for life.
I knew a little girl just like you. And she was brave.
His
and
kid.
she was smart.
Thor is on his way.
Yes. I'm counting on that. That's why you're here.
Do you think maybe he couldn't kill them in the normal world, so he has to draw them to this special shadow realm?
That's where the most powerful created gods in the universe hang out.
Oh, a dragon.
Here's the god of magic, god of dreams, god of carpentry.
Oh, look at that one.
Dream is in this? The Sandman?
There, guys, that's the Cronin god, Ninny of the Nonny.
Hey, Ninny Nonny.
Hey, Ninny Nonny.
Zeus! 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 Zeus!
Dumpling god. Oh, man. Also, Crow, what a spectacle, buddy.
Oh, I don't know if you know this, but I base a lot of what I do on this guy. He's the god of lightning, I'm the god of thunder. Huge source of inspiration.
Classic.
Really
That's
you
meta.
look at that when you ask him for an army.
That's a meta play on the origins of Thor.
I'm bashing heads in 60 seconds, so speak fast.
Literally, heads will roll.
Who are you two? Hello?
They're so gung-ho. For different reasons. Valkyrie is sick of sitting on her butt and listening to politics, so she's ready to fight. And Jane is gung-ho to be a Thor because she's sick in her normal life. Meanwhile, Thor's done enough fighting, and he is trying to find himself.
There's a maniac called the God Butcher who seeks to end us all. His destruction is everywhere. Entire planets, realms have been left completely unprotected. He's left nothing but chaos in his wake.
He killed a couple of low-level gods. Yeah, boo-hoo. If that's all.
Boo-hoo.
Zeus, we must do something.
You cannot come to the orgy.
You have to
Oh,
listen to
no.
us.
That's it.
Uninvited to the orgy.
Your Highness, whenever you're ready, you just tell me.
You go on my signal.
What is the signal?
It'll be go.
Very inventive signal.
And flick.
God, he is shredded. Yeah. Yep. Dang straight.
Too hard, damn it!
Ooh, rip Loki. Oh no. Oof.
My hero, Zeus, afraid.
Oh snap. How dainty he looks.
Gorr has the necrosword, which means he could kill us. Not good. Do. I know you're trying to do the right thing. I understand. But all you do is causing panic. Panic is not good.
Of course. Don't bring it up. You'll make people afraid.
Flick, flick. This is the golden temple of the god.
They're mad.
The God Butcher, he will not reach eternity.
Yeah, what's eternity?
Shit. Eternity is a very powerful being at the center of the universe. It will grant the desire of the first person who reaches it.
It's like the Dragon Balls.
Hey, can we do my plan now?
Yes, rush his bum.
Rush his bum. Hell yeah.
Oh, you didn't say go.
Yeah, the sign was go. These things are just made of gold. Dang, what a sign of decadence. Gold is so unvaluable. No way.
Oh no. Gorr!
Thor! I'm perishing!
No way. He just killed Korg?
That's the sound of lightning.
He just killed Zeus?
Okay!
Thor!
Oh.
I'm down here.
Where are you? I'm gonna get you out. Okay. Oh.
Here I am.
Okay.
I didn't die. Come on, Korg, pierce those lips.
What a whistle, dude. Guns N' Roses again. Sweet child of mine. I love the fact that Thor just killed Zeus. We thought the God Butcher would kill Zeus, but it was Thor. Kiss her. Make him swoon, baby girl. So were those Celestials?
We killed Zeus! That may or may not be catastrophic for the whole universe. It was probably gonna hunt us down for the rest of our days, but listen, you stole this beautiful weapon. It's powerful, it's beautiful. For you, I love it for you, Valkyrie.
It's gotta go soothe his weapon. It's got a mind of its own.
I think it's time for your first beer. What do you say?
Just pour it on top of it. Nice. Delicious.
I don't know if I want that again.
Is that because you lost your girlfriend in battle and never forgave yourself, and now you just try to find answers in the bottom of a bottle, or some meaningless dalliance which only serves to numb the pain instead of bringing you real happiness or satisfaction?
Yeah, something like that.
Gorr is so intuitive. He knows exactly what's going on.
Jane.
Thor.
I want to feel shitty about you.
He just wants to feel.
It's better to feel shitty from losing love than it is to never experience love and feel nothing at all, feel empty, and I think he was right. I pushed people away, kept them at a distance because of the fear of that loss. I closed off my heart and I meditated. Did you meditate?
No, it's so boring.
It actually made me more angry.
Made me more angry.
I want to be with you, Jane. What do you say?
I have cancer.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sick.
What's happening?
Bye.
Bye.
I thought maybe if science isn't working, maybe Viking space magic.
Well, that's why you came to New Asgard.
Yeah.
When I first met you, I was unworthy. I was unable to pick up that hammer. But you taught me there is no greater purpose than to help those in need.
Wow.
So whatever you want to do, we can do together. Now, what do you want to do?
I want to get those children back to their families. I want to finish that mission.
Good.
How do you feel now?
So scared. How are you feeling?
Shitty.
How shitty?
Really shitty.
Like really, really shitty. Yes. Oh. That's what's up, baby.
Hey, we're here.
Oh, dang, we're here already. Okay.
Where did the color go?
Still a little bit, or there was in the cocktail sign. Ooh. Brought some color back.
It's a trap!
Oh yeah, get that out of there.
He needs it to open the gates of eternity.
Oh, this is creepy. Okay, that's cheating.
Call the axe.
Don't call the axe when you call the dentist.
The axe.
Tell me where the children are, or I'm gonna kill you.
You went to the gods for help, and they did nothing.
Sounds like he knows exactly what it's like.
Are you a Valkyrie?
Yes.
How exciting! Oh, the gods failed.
Wow,
you
he is
too.
crushing it.
Did you pray to the gods when the women you loved lay dying on the battlefield? Did you beg them for help? As your family was massacred?
He is going all out.
You're dying. I'm sorry. We're on the same path.
Yeah, I knew there was a thematic through line between both of them.
There is no eternal reward for us. Call the axe.
Call Mjolnir instead. Oof. Oh, that visual was dope. Oh, here we go. I like the added color. The added color is, oh, it's so, it's good. It's good. Ooh, the low gravity effects on this.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Good.
Yes, goat. The goats are fighting the monsters too. Oh. What?
I got you.
Bro, if she actually dies? Ooh. Oh no, he got it. That's no bueno. That's like super not good.
But something's affecting her body's ability to fight the cancer. I'm sorry, Thor.
The hammer. That's the crappy part, is like she can be dope as Thor, but transforming into it like ruins the chemo's ability to fight.
You need me.
I do need you, Jane. I need you alive. Great to have you on the battlefield, fighting Gorr side by side, but that hammer is killing you. Every time you use it, it's draining all of your mortal strength, leaving your body unable to fight the cancer.
She doesn't want to lose you.
What's the point of more time at this?
Because I love you. I've always loved you. This is a chance for us. If you pick up that damn hammer again, then that chance is gone.
You better come back to me.
I'm coming back as soon as I can.
Bro, if she dies before he gets back...
I'll break all his legs.
That would be the worst if she died before he got back. Oh, what are these things called again? I forgot. Eternity, the living tribunal is what that three-headed thing is, right? Ooh, Stormbreaker does not want to help you. Oh! What? What? Oh, I was like, excuse me? We just crushed a bunch of kids here?
We're not strong like you. We're just kids.
Hey, don't forget, you're Asgardian kids.
I'm not.
I bet one of these kids is his actual kid.
Okay, okay.
They're not all Asgardian.
Now collect your weapons. Go and find anything you can pick up. Bring it back here.
Anything you can pick up.
Today is a day that will go down in history.
This ends today.
Today is a day that we'll talk about for generations to come. Today, we are space Vikings.
Yes.
Whosoever holds these weapons and believes in getting home, if they be true of heart, is therefore worthy, and shall possess, for a limited time only, the power of Thor!
For a limited time only. Bitchin'. Let's go.
General Axel.
General Axel. November rain. Oh, this is so just quirky. I can understand why people would be mad at this, but I think it's fun. Oh my god. That little girl just casually rips it in half. Yes, the bunny. Oh. They're connected through Mjolnir. She's gonna have to rescue him. Oh, I was gonna say he's got gravity on his side. Dang it.
Jay.
Oh.
You've lost Lady Thor.
Name is Mighty Thor. Except Dr. Jane Foster.
You're darn right.
Eat my hammer.
The catchphrase. Oh, she can split it into pieces. She wins.
I knew you could do it.
I think it opened the gate, though. Oh, they broke the sword. That's good. Oh no, now she... Oh, it collected pieces. What is she doing? Oh, did she destroy what's left of Mjolnir? Ooh, wow. Okay, that thing looks crazy. What if he just wishes for his kid to be alive? They think he wants to wish all the gods dead. What if he just wants his kid back?
Why would I spend my last moments with you when I can be with her? I choose love. You can too. You can bring her back. Make your wish.
Hadn't even thought of that possibility. He's just been seduced by the sword this whole time.
She would have no one. She would be alone.
She won't be alone.
He wanted to be a dad. Dang. Ooh. Dang. The reflection. That's so crazy.
Not too bad for you, but...
Not too bad for a god.
I think I figured out my catchphrase.
Oh yeah, what is it? It's perfect. It's the best one yet.
Thanks.
What was it?
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, she's turning into gold dust. Does that mean she's going to Valhalla?
Protect her.
Let me tell you the legend of the space Viking. AKA Dr. Jane Foster.
Oh, she gets her own statue.
The kids were safe to be kids again. Especially after their king made them all go to self-defense classes. Speaking of futures, I was forging one of my own.
Yay.
A dude I met called Dwayne.
Dwayne, the Rock.
He embarked on a new journey because he had found something to live for, something to love for.
Oh, he's making pancakes like he made with Jane.
Excuse me? What is that?
They're pan flaps from Earth.
Pan flaps.
I like pan flaps.
You love them.
No, I don't.
She likes waffles
Never
better.
had that in my life.
Come on, eat up. We have to go. We're gonna be late. Now, where are your boots?
I'm wearing them.
Classic child.
No, you're not.
Go to hell, Steven!
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That is not coming off.
he's fixed.
What did you do?
He looked boring before.
the space Viking and his girl born from eternity with the powers of a god.
Why is this gonna make me cry?
Fighting the good fight for those who can't fight good.
Fighting the good fight for those who can't fight good. It's like a what was the? Why can't I think of the movie?
But to those who know them
School
best,
for kids who can't read good.
they are simply known as Love and Thunder.
Okay, why didn't people like this movie? I think it started a little off kilter, but the end of this movie I thoroughly love. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Ooh. I can tell why people said this was emotional. Oh, he's not dead.
Whisper your name before sharing
That's
the
good.
deepest hopes and dreams. When did we become the joke?
It's kind of meta.
No.
Bet people are asking that about the superheroes in the MCU. When did we become the joke?
Do you understand me, Hercules?
Oh.
Do you understand me, my son?
Yes, Father.
Is that Roy Kent? Roy Kent! Roy Kent! He's here! He's there! He's everywhere! That's incredible. Okay, I'm skipping to the end. If you're watching full length, sorry, I'm not waiting 6 minutes of credits. Oh, did she make it to Valhalla?
Oh, hey.
Jane.
Oh.
Thank you for looking after my son. You are very welcome here to the land of the gods.
Oh. She gets her eternal
Welcome to
reward.
Valhalla.
Oh man. Oh. Oh. Frick, dude. Why didn't people like this movie? That's insane. I thought this was great. I enjoyed this much more than I enjoyed Doctor Strange 2, if I'm honest. I'm definitely a sucker for if a movie has an emotional component to it, I'm gonna enjoy it more than, you know, a well-crafted movie, if that makes sense. Like a certain movie could be much more well-crafted than another movie, but if the other movie is far more emotionally resonant with me, I will enjoy that movie so much more. For instance, Top Gun Maverick, probably my second favorite movie of the year, is an extremely well-crafted film, in my opinion. One of the best well-crafted films of the year. And another movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, isn't necessarily as perfectly crafted as Top Gun Maverick, but it is far more emotionally resonant with me, which is why Everything Everywhere All at Once is my favorite movie I have ever seen. So, this movie is honestly kind of up there with, do I like this more than Thor Ragnarok? I think if this was, I don't know if I want to say like the second half of this I like more than Thor Ragnarok. It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think Thor Ragnarok Infinity War in this movie, I think I'm gonna kind of like all combine it. You know, well, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame in this movie, I feel like is kind of one arc of Thor, right? Where like everyone he loves is dying or has died, and he's kind of lost. Like I feel like from the start of Ragnarok to, you know, Infinity War and Endgame, and into this, he's lost, and he's trying to find out who he is, and he's masking this deep pain with jokes and lightheartedness. And I saw so many takes of people like being like, oh, they made Thor a joke, and I feel like so many people just like media illiterate. Like, do people not understand the concept of like an arc and character growth and like depth and layers to a character? Like, do they think that him making jokes is just like, that's how Thor is now, he's just a jokester? Like, did people not grasp the fact that like he's using that to mask a deep pain? Like, was that lost on people? I feel like they literally said it via dialogue in this movie. Like, I bet this movie resonates a lot with people who have depression. And normal people are like, oh, I can't relate to making jokes to hide my pain. What? Meanwhile, me, I'm sitting here like, oh God, I'm getting called out right now. Am I Thor? Oh man. Like, I feel like people just didn't get the movie. Like, this is, I guess this is another situation where I come out of this movie freaking loving it, and I look around and I see Twitter hates it. Like, what? Why? This movie was dope. This movie was so good. I mean, what are people mad at? I don't get it. Like, the arc that Thor goes on is, at the start of the movie, he is lost, and he's just searching for something to give him meaning. He's closed off his heart to love, and he's just kind of going through the motions and being the jokey, fun-loving guy. And then as soon as, you know, like, he's been that way for a while, right? And then when he sees Jane again, that opens up that wound that he had closed off, right? Like, he's closed his heart, partly due to the fact that he's lost so many people. Both, and loss, it can mean multiple things. Like, it can mean the death of his friends and family, or it can mean like the death of that relationship, in a sense, where Jane left him. I mean, they kind of, you know, they drifted away from each other, and she is, I guess, the one that did the final leaving, if that makes sense. But so he's closed his heart off due to all this loss, and now that she's back, he, you know, the possibility of that opening back up is daunting. And he, you know, this very much is kind of a love story between him and Jane, but also it's about Thor finding a reason to live, if that makes sense. Like, he hasn't had a reason to live. He hasn't had anything to feel shitty about, if that makes sense. Like, just like what the Guardian said, what Star-Lord said to him is like, it's better to feel shitty than to just be numb. And yep. This isn't something I talk about a ton. I've talked about it a few times on the channel, but that numbness is real. Like, that is, anyone who has, you know, depression or depressive tendencies can relate hard to that. That numbness is not, Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna move on from that. It just, you know, maybe the middle part of this film could okay, so my only critique of this movie is maybe take some of the middle part and some of the beginning part maybe and focus a little bit more on gore. I think maybe that's like one of my only complaints is this could have used more gore. Not like Gorr, bloody Gorr, but Gorr the God Butcher. How long is this movie before the credits roll? About an hour, 48 minutes. I would suggest adding 10 minutes maybe to this film at various points or whatever, and just have them be scenes with Gorr. You know, I'd maybe add a scene at the beginning between him and his daughter to kind of build that bond a little bit, and then just a little bit more gore throughout the film. I think that would make the final moments when he asks Thor to protect his kid, I think that would make that hit a little bit harder. But other than that, like I'm thoroughly pleased with this film. I thought the journey that Thor went on from being numb to being in pain but having a reason and a purpose to continue, like he hasn't had that up until now. He's just kind of been going from one fight to the next because that's where he's needed, and it makes him feel good temporarily. It gives him some happiness, but it doesn't give him joy, and that, you know, that temporary thrill is just masking his pain. Going from that to being vulnerable and like being openly in pain, but also like being willing to love and be real. And while that love can't be directly translated to Jane anymore, he has a new person in his life, this kid, that he can love. And, you know, maybe that's another complaint a little bit, is maybe having this kid a little bit featured more. Maybe adding even an extra scene at the end where like maybe there's a little bit of growing pains between these two. I mean, I loved even just the scene at the end where he's making her pancakes and being a dad to her, being an uncle. You know, he's essentially the uncle whose sibling died and now he has to take care of the kid, like baby daddy. It's good. The connection between Jane and her journey and Gorr and his journey, like they both are in a deep pain in a sense, and the Necrosword calls to him and curses him and is killing him kinda, but it's also keeping him alive. Very much parallels Jane with her cancer that's killing her, and then Mjolnir that's keeping her alive but also killing her, right? Like she can't, the chemo can't do its job. Granted, she's already late stage cancer, stage 4. So oftentimes when someone's stage 4, there's not a whole lot they can do. But she's kind of robbing herself of all chances to fight through that by using Mjolnir, and because it's just killing the work that the chemo does. But at the same time, she's living her life to the fullest at the end. She's loving being a Thor because she feels strong and confident and healthy. You know, and theoretically, like if she never put that hammer down, she would live, like she'd stay healthy and live, but like at a certain point she has to put the hammer down. You know, maybe she could live long enough as Mighty Thor until they found a cure for cancer on Earth. I don't know. But that's a long time to hold that hammer. And it's just like the reuniting and connection between Thor and Jane, I thought was really well done. I always liked them in Thor 1 and 2. I thought that was a really strong component of those films. A lot of people don't like Thor 2. I like Thor 2. I thought Thor 2 was good, mainly due to their connection. So, like, them reuniting and realizing that the reason they didn't work before is because neither one was willing to be fully present and fully vulnerable. Like, they were both scared of loss. But when loss is on the table already, like out in the open, at that point, there's no reason to close yourself off to each other, right? And so them falling back in love and then choosing to fight, choosing to be together and fight, and then having to give that up. Oh, that was tough. That sucked. But that end credit scene, oh, when she makes it to Valhalla, you know, they have that line of dialogue at various points throughout the film where they're like, there's no eternal reward for you. Like, you're gonna die, and then you're just gonna be dead. And then she dies, and she makes it to Valhalla, and Heimdall is there. It's like, bro, oh my God. And he's got a new haircut. Oh, bro, that's just, I mean, that part, like, as a person of faith, as a Christian, it is, it's just deeply emotional, even though it's not, you know, the Christian faith's heaven or whatever. It's still deeply emotional and, you know, resonant, and almost not vindication, but like it hits a little closer to home to see that, you know, her faith. I mean, I guess she wasn't like putting her faith in Valhalla or putting her faith in the gods or whatever, but like it's a little bit more impactful and resonant to see that, you know, there was an eternal reward for her. And it hits a little close to home for me, being like, you know, I believe when I die there's an eternal reward. And so this movie was, I thought it was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it far more than Doctor Strange 2. I liked Doctor Strange 2. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a pretty decent movie. But this one, I feel like this one hit a lot deeper and was a lot more emotionally impactful for me. I even thought those dumb screaming goats were kind of funny. Oh man, yeah. I think, again, only complaints I think would be a little bit more scenes for Gorr and maybe him and his daughter. I think those would be the only things that would kind of strengthen the movie as a whole. I'm kind of bummed now that Taika Waititi isn't coming back for the next one, because I think the journey that he has taken Thor on over the past couple movies, from Ragnarok through this movie, of you know, I've seen the complaint that like people wish Thor would go back to kind of like what he was in Infinity War, or a little bit Ragnarok, but also you know, Thor 2, Thor 1, of like taking himself a little bit more seriously. I think that's what this movie, the end goal of this movie was, right? Like that's the whole point of what this movie is taking Thor on that journey from the numb, like, you know, masking the numbness and pain with jokes and lightheartedness, to bringing Thor back to a more well-rounded individual who has emotional vulnerabilities that he's not gonna hide and mask. And he can still be funny, right? Like, he can still make jokes and stuff, but it'll come from a more genuine place in his heart. It'll come from a desire to just be like a humorous situation, or be a humorous guy. Like he was humorous in Thor 1 and 2. Like, he did things that were funny. And now, instead of using, like, manufacturing humor himself to mask his pain, I think his humor will just genuinely come from him being a kind of a quirky, humorous guy. And so I particularly enjoyed the journey that Thor has come on now, right? Like he's had to, he's over the last couple films, he's had to come to grasps with the fact that all of his loved ones are dead, essentially. Now even Jane, and he's had no one, right? Up until this movie, when he reunites with Jane, he's essentially felt like he's had no one. He's not with the Avengers anymore, right? I mean, maybe he'll rejoin them eventually, but like up until reuniting with Jane, his only loved ones were like Korg that he was hanging out with, and then the Guardians for a while, but then the Guardians abandoned him. They left. And frick, dude, like having him now ending in a spot where he not only is responsible for someone, but is loved by them and loves them. It was good. It was good. And I even liked I think there is probably people that are upset about the fact that like Gorr like trusted Thor with his kid. It's like, I wonder if people like, do people not get that? Like I didn't know what it was about. I saw a tweet where someone was like, bro, why would Gorr trust him with his child? And I didn't know what that was about until I just saw the movie. But it's like, it's not, he didn't just like pick Thor out of like 1,000 people and like, I pick him, he's the most trustworthy. But Gorr was presented at the end of his life with the wish of having his daughter alive. Like the thing at the beginning that he prayed to the gods for is that his daughter would live, not that he would live, but that his daughter would live. And this sword kind of corrupting him throughout the whole film, now that it's destroyed, he's presented again with the possibility of his daughter being alive. He could wish for that, and so he's gonna wish for that, but then he also realizes she's gonna be alone. Like, it's not a situation of him being like, oh, Thor, you're the great dude, you're my best friend, raise my kid. It's just like, he needs somebody to take care of her, and Thor happens to be there. Like, and he's witnessing the parallels between Thor caring for Jane as she's dying and the way that he cared for his daughter as she was dying. And he's like, you know what? I think he can see that Thor needs someone, and he knows that his daughter needs someone, and he's keenly aware that Thor is physically capable of protecting her. So I think it fits. I think it fits well. And I think even most of the side characters are in a better spot at the end of this film than where they started, right? Like Korg has a boyfriend, maybe a husband now, and they're holding hands over the lava pit to make a baby. That's sick. Lady Sif, I mean, maybe not in a great spot. She's got one arm, but she's alive and helping train people and citizens on New Asgard. King Valkyrie is in a probably much better spot, right? Like she also is one of those people that's masking her pain with something, where all her loved ones essentially died, and she's been masking it with drinking and philandering. And now she is king, but she still feels unfulfilled by all the mundane stuff. She wants to be a warrior. She wants to have purpose again, and she somewhat has that purpose now of training the youths of New Asgard to defend themselves, right? Like, so they're not just kidnapped by a God Butcher again, right? And I think she'll find some purpose in that. And I imagine the next Thor movie will be the final Thor movie. And we can really close out the stories for all these individuals. Maybe the little kid that he rescued can be the new Thor replacement. That would be honestly kind of dope. They showed she has powers, and she's kind of quirky. So, and she can wield Stormbreaker, so that would be fun. Oh, bro. I'm calling it. the end of the next Thor movie, Thor dies and is reunited with Jane in Valhalla. Oh, bro. And he can be reunited with his dad and Loki. Oh, baby. And his mom. Oh, that would be the biggest emotional payoff, I think. You know, it'll almost be maybe like a Logan moment where like the new niece character, you know, witnesses him die and has to say goodbye to him. But then when he dies, similar to Jane, he gets to Valhalla and he's got his brother, he's got his dad, he's got his mom, he's got Jane, he's got Heimdall. Like, yeah, oh, man, I'm thinking too far ahead now. But yeah, closing thoughts. I loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. If I gave Doctor Strange 2 like a 7.5, I think I give this an 8.5, maybe an 8.75. I thought it was really, really good. You know, again, the movies that have the big emotional payoffs are what really hit home for me, and this one worked. This one worked for me a lot. So yeah, I think that's all I got. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie down in the comments below. Hopefully you liked it as much as I did. If you didn't like it, let me know why, and maybe I can change your mind in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me and helps my channel out a ton. Helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Especially if you want to see me react to more Marvel-related content, because I'll be watching it all. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That would mean the world as well. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.